So Riot's making an MMO. What do we know? I don't know. I don't know what we know. We don't even have a project name for this. And this is all basically just a scam to get you to subscribe. No, I'm just... Anyway, so I'm just going to talk about what actually do we know about the Riot MMO. And admittedly, it is not a lot. We know there is one, sort of, I guess so. I'm going to touch on that in a second. We know it's in the Runeterra universe. We know that they're actively hiring for it. And admittedly, again, that's about all we know. So based off of those facts, we can say that this is probably in the pre-production / early production phase of game development, meaning it's probably 4 to 6 years away minimum. And I think the earliest you could expect to see this would be 2024, more likely 2025. And I'm going to get to assumptions later, but there's a lot of people who work on this game who tweet about it. Greg Street, some guy I've been following closely, he's not just some guy, he's the EP of the MMO project at Riot Games. So I don't know, I'll put his link down below. You should definitely give him a follow if you want to pay attention to this game. But he did have a tweet that's kind of like ambiguous, that's like, there's no guarantee this game will ship. We are optimistic, but no one ever knows until it actually does. He's been on a lot of games, he's been in the gaming industry for a long time, and I feel like he would know better than all of us fans out here. They don't want to push out a half-assed product. They want to push out a very good product. You never know about these things until they ship. Now, another person here, I always keep saying person, Mark Etter. I'm sorry if I, pronounce your name wrong. He's the game director for the MMO at Riot Games. Also give him a follow, I would say. I just recently discovered him, but he also tweeted, "This is a long road for the MMO project, trying to do it right as we build something worthy of expectation. Sorry you're not getting a ton of updates from us quite yet. Be sure if there is an update, I will let you know. I am following this very closely. I'm very excited for this." I will link these two guys down below. Make sure you give them a follow if you want to be more up to date on a project. But I'm going to make some speculations here because that's what I love to do. You found out what we know. That's everything we know. We don't even have a project name. It's not close. It is not soon. It is not soon. It is a ways away. So for all those, if that's all you want to know, that's all I have. I got some speculations now. Since we know it's in the Runeterra universe, there is so much space they could use to expand on this. With the success of Arcane and some of their LP other series or pieces of media, we know they can build worlds. That's one thing they're fantastic on. And Runeterra already has a wonderful world available. They have lots of environments. They have jungles, they have forests, they have mountains, they have Arctic tundra, they have desert, they have ocean, they have isolated islands. It's I'll pull up the map but so you can see, but I mean, they have tons of areas where they pull characters from. Now they just need to build the world. They could do it in a sense like how Elder Scrolls Online does, and you have a base area in Tamriel, and then every time you want to build onto it, you get a new area to explore, and Runeterra is set up perfectly to do that. They could give us one continent, and depending on the game's success, expand out into further continents and build further worlds from there. I think that's a wonderful thing. This game has so much potential, and there's a lot of potential there. They have the building blocks. But going off of that, because they pull characters that they designed for League of Legends from these different areas, and it's not quite clear if we're going to get, these characters in a Lost Ark sense where your character's already pre-decided. You're going to be an Irelia character, and that's how your game starts. Or if there's going to be an in-depth character customization, and then you get kits like Irelia, Kaisa, whoever it may be, and then you can play as your own character rather than a pre-made character and then customize from there, which I personally like the latter route, but we don't know what they're going to do because, this is an MMO, this is their project. They could be making entirely new kits for new characters that relate to, and maybe transition a little bit better to an MMO than League of Legends per se, but it's going to be an interesting thing. I personally hope they take some of the characters they have from League of Legends and use those kits and then allow us to make our own characters and use those abilities and expand on them. That's what I would like to see, just because they have all the assets there, and I think they would transition well to an MMO. Going off of that a little bit more, we don't know if they're going to do like a Lost Ark style where there isn't really per roles, like there is no tank, support, healer. We know that League of Legends kind of has 6 roles with like fighters, mage, marksman, slayers, tanks, supports, control, yada yada yada. Those who play League will know better than I do, but there are definitive roles in League of Legends. We don't know if that's going to translate into the MMO or if they're going to take the Lost Ark approach and just kind of like, you have 4 characters, figure it out. You have damage, you can all heal yourselves, or do whatever, however you want to approach it, you can do it. Where like Final Fantasy, you have 4 definitive roles. In your dungeons, you have 2 DPS, 1 healer, and 1 tank, and you have to go into it that way. I don't really know. I think it's going to be more role dependent rather than the Lost Ark approach, if I were to say, based off of what League is, but we don't know for sure. Be interesting to see where they take that avenue. Now, I'm not going to speculate too much more. I'm going to make a video on everything else that I would like to see on, this Riot MMO, because I think they have a gold mine here. They just have to strike and, capitalize on the opportunity. But definitely let me know what you guys think and what you guys want to see. I want to see what people want and not just what I want from this MMO. That's basically your update on what we can know or what we can expect from the Riot MMO that is in production. I will always keep you up to date, and make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date. And if anyone else's video, if you like anyone else's video, like and subscribe. It helps creators a great deal. It's absolutely free, and it means a lot to it. But as always, I hope you have a great day.